Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for another World of Warships Wednesday. It's the triumphant return. This is a battle with my Tier 7 Japanese destroyer, the Akatsuki, and I actually don't know how long it's been since I played World of Warships. I have no idea how long it's been since I've had it on the channel. But in about the last week or so, I started playing it again to see if it was it could pique my interest again and see if it was worthwhile uploading. I've had a couple of decent battles. This being one of them, of course. So you can see on the mini-map, over to the right, out to the east, you can see our group of 5 ships out there that are geographically separated from us by a fair amount. And I'm going to tell them, hey, maybe you guys should pull over to this side of the island that's in G5 and F5, and then attack the B circle from there, and we can go A-B and mutually support each other. They don't end up doing it, which, I mean, it's fine, it's pretty far away, but we end up working out alright, as you'll see, but that was my suggestion. In the meantime, I'm speeding ahead to the A point to see if I can get in there, start the cap, maybe stealth torp somebody, and hope that my team catches up to me fairly quickly here. I've always liked the Akatsuki's armament with the triple turrets with double guns and triple torpedo launchers. It's I think it's got one of the best mixes of gun and torpedo armaments of any of the destroyers that I've encountered so far, and I've only really up to my highest destroyer is a Benson at Tier 8.
Engine boost activated.
So as we encounter the enemy ships coming in and detecting me here at the A point, I'm going to fire some area denial torpedoes at them, trying to anticipate where they're coming from. And this Dmitry Donskoy here is going to be an annoyance for a little while in this battle. Although he never really threatens me, he's definitely something that keeps me concerned for a while here. I get my smoke screen out, I'm detected by 4 different ships. And I thought for sure he was going to fire at me, but he didn't, thankfully, which probably would have ended me and dramatically changed how this battle turned out for me. But I'm going to duck back around the cover of the island here and get out of detection range and turn around and come back into my smoke screen that I've dropped. And my teammate in his Z46 has moved into my smoke screen and stopped them from capping the A point, and he's going to sit there quite nicely and just park and negate their capture while I turn around and come around and our cruisers and battleships behind us come up and join the fight at A. My torpedoes are just about starting to reload. At least the first ones are going to be ready here just as I re-enter the circle, which is nice. And I didn't quite steer around the Z46, and I ended up bumping him a little bit in the aft section here. Whoops. I did apologize for causing him to take a little bit of a team damage penalty. Got a triple launch off on the smoke here, because obviously you can see on the minimap somebody is probably just inside that circle. No one else from the enemy team is stopping our capture, so the guy has to be just inside the circle there. And then it confirms when he fires. You can see it coming. Now, I thought the torpedoes to port were going to be friendly, so I didn't actually look at them until the second warning, and then I did look over and take a peek, and yeah, they actually were hostile. Just as my torpedo catches the enemy sims in the aft section and takes him down. He was already damaged a bit, but took him out, and then that let us start our capture. As our friend the Dmitry Donskoy comes back into threatening area here, threatening range, just outside my detection range. I'm waiting for my torpedoes to reload so I can fire some more area denial torps at him, but it's not going to happen in time, and I'm going to have to turn away from him. So what I did instead was line up my guns on him and get ready to fire just as he gets behind the cover of the island so he can't return fire at me. By the time he can swing his guns back around on me, he's going to be behind the island and not able to shoot at me. And I even got the bonus of starting him on fire. So I'm going to leave the A point now, and I'm going to chase down the battleship up to my north, which is going to end up being that hood that we saw originally. I'm going to put some area denial torpedoes up for our friend in the Donskoy to make sure he doesn't come in and re-threaten our Z-46 in the A point. And then I'm moving over to B to go after the hood that's in the B point by himself. There he is. So I'm detected, but his guns are not facing towards me. He's facing towards all the threat coming in from the east. So I'm going to fire all the shots I can fire at him, and then use the island here as some cover, because I don't really want a big battlecruiser like that to turn those big guns towards me. This is recorded from a replay if anybody's wondering why it looks so weird when I zoom in and zoom out on my tracking my weapons. So as we pull up ahead here, thankfully I had slowed down so that I'd be able to back up behind cover again, because when I zoom in, he is looking for whatever was shooting at him before. And I just barely am going to be able to get behind the rocks again here and out of cover when he counter-fires at me with his aft batteries. Just barely got behind cover, got behind the rocks. Decided to give him a moment to get clear and then move forward again. And of course, our friend Lucky Jack is coming back in his Dmitry Donskoy here. Just sitting at the edge of my main battery firing range. So we'll let the hood get a little bit farther away to the C point, and then we're going to zoom in to the B point and start decapping it. Hoping to make a torpedo run on the hood. I turn on my engine boost and get my guns ready to fire at the Donskoy again. Really hoping to finish him off, set him on, hopefully get him on a good fire here. Do the same thing again, where shoot at him just as he gets behind a rock so he can't return fire. Unfortunately, no fire. So I was detected due to my gunshots. Whatever it is can't see me anymore, but there's something out there that's shooting at me that I can't tell what it is, which I assume is the Fletcher that I saw earlier. So turn on my smoke, make a torpedo run, hoping to hit this hood here. And the Fletcher returns into position, and then an Alabama appears out of nowhere, and he is turning into the point here, so definitely putting my torpedoes on him. And the smoke screen that I just dropped kind of made this battle for me, as you'll see shortly. As I'm going to turn around and try to get back into it. I'm now detected and being targeted by 5 different ships, but thankfully I got behind my smoke screen almost immediately. One glancing hit on the Alabama from one of my first torpedoes up there. The hood was able to sail in between my other torpedo salvos.
Our team has taken the lead.
So I'm going to focus on him, try to get some gunfire into him. There are going to be a little bit of damage and started a fire, not really a whole lot going on there. And then I'm going to have to focus back on this Alabama, who is obscured from my own smoke screen, and wonder where the heck he came, or where the heck he went to, rather, not where he came from. I know where he came from. Right now I'm just waiting to see where he appears from and hope that his focus is taken up by my North Carolina behind me. There he is. He comes back into view. My torpedoes are just about ready, and my North Carolina has definitely got his attention. Unfortunately, he finishes our North Carolina off. He didn't have a whole lot of HP left to begin with. And then fires spreader torpedoes, which look even better after the Alabama starts turning in towards me. He detects me just as he sees all the torpedoes, and watch this. 2 good hits and a flood, rather. And then I save my final torpedo salvo for when he breaks out of his turn the most. And then switch over to guns as fast as I can. He gets a huge hit onto me, and I get killed out right as I get all 3 of my torpedoes into the side of the Alabama. Unfortunately, I did not cause any floods or fires, so I don't think I would have killed him even if he hadn't been killed by our York from back there. But still, I did about 50,000 damage to that Alabama within the span of 6 big torpedo hits, which really entertained our North Carolina, who had just been killed and was still watching. It certainly would have been nice to get the kill on him, but no floods and no fires, that wasn't going to happen. I think I did an awful lot of damage and probably surprised the crap out of him there, though, in the smoke. So we'll skip ahead to the enemy having just one ship left. This rune here in the middle of the B point. Most of all of our team that started over in the west has been eliminated, but our guys in the east are all still alive. So like I said, it ended up working out. And I was waiting for this King George to just end the rune with his 12-shot broadside coming up. And he got some pretty significant damage, but he didn't kill him. And then as our other two allies come sailing into position, the Baltimore and, forget what the other ship is. The Baltimore and a Bismarck come sailing in. I thought that was going to be it. I figured they were going to finish him off. But then the King George gets one final salvo in, and that's going to be it for the rune, and that's going to be it for the battle. And that'll do it. So, not too bad of a battle for the Akatsuki. 159,000. I don't have a premium account. Ended up with a first place with a 1770 score. Massive damage to that Alabama. Decent damage to the hood, some damage to the Donskoy. A kill on the Sims, of course. Not too bad of a score, really. And that'll do it. Let me guys know what you think. I may keep bringing World of Warships on. I have at least one more video coming up next week. And that'll do it for today. Thank you all for stopping by and checking this one out. Have a great day and a great rest of your week. See you next time, guys.